Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to another Grounded video where today I'm hopping in and I'm going to be talking about one of the newer items that the developers of Grounded have come out and said that they're currently working on, and that is the armor upgrading system. In the newest Casually Grounded dev stream that they did, Adam joined in and gave out a whole bunch of spoilers on what things are going to be coming to the game here very soon. And one of those things was armor upgrading. Now we already all know that you could come in here and you can upgrade weapons, right? So coming in, you use quartzite shards and you can upgrade damage and durability for each of the different weapons and allow you to do different upgrades or what have you to your weapons. And then after you upgrade it up to a certain amount here, we'll choose this one. So that way we can show you guys the actual upgrade that can be done. So there we go. Once it's all the way upgraded, you come in here. Now you can actually choose between a certain damage type that you want to do, whether it's standard, mighty, fresh, spicy, or salty. So all these are different upgrades that you can currently do to weapons, right? Well, they have now said we're going to be doing armor upgrading as well, which I am super excited about because there's a couple sets of armor in this game that are my favorite looking and that have the best perks on them, in my opinion, that I think would look really cool if we could go ahead and get them all upgraded. So without further ado, let's hop in and let's talk about what I think is going to come for armor that makes the most sense, and then two, some of my hopeful dreams that I think that could come, but that I'm hoping that do come because it would really change up the way Grounded is played, and I think that would be really neat. So first of all, let's hop in and what I think is going to come to the armor upgrading system. So first of all, like the smithing station that we have, I believe we're going to be getting another crafting station that's specifically for armor, whether it's a workbench, an armorer's table, what have you. I think that we're going to get some sort of extracurricular table or something that's like the smithing station but specifically for armor. And I think that you are going to use quartzite to upgrade it, at least in the beginning, to get it to the point where it's upgraded, say like you would this weapon, where it upgrades the defense and the durability. Now right now we have some really good armor sets that go from tier 1 all the way to tier 3, and obviously my favorite looking one being the ladybug armor, and my favorite wearing one just for general gameplay being the roly-poly armor, because it gives you the best defense, it's going to keep you alive the longest. I like the blocking stats that it has in there, all of it all around. To me, it's an excellent piece of armor, so I really enjoy it, and I think that the roly-poly gear is the best. But if we were to rewind back and say, okay, take the defensive stat out, what armor do you think you would probably use the most? And if I'm being honest, if I'm just taking the stat, the armor that I'd probably use the most out of any other piece of armor is actually the koi armor. Why I would do this is because of the perfect block. The perfect block and its light armor, meaning you can run for longer, you're going to be able to perfect block easier. All around, it's just a better set of armor. So to me, if it wasn't for the defensive stat of the roly-poly gear, I would probably be wearing koi armor more often. Or if I just wanted to look cool, I'd be wearing the ladybug armor. Let's face it, I think it looks the best in my opinion. So that's why I think the thing that makes the most sense is that they're probably going to do that exact same thing on what they did with weapons, and that is make it so you can just upgrade using quartz to upgrade your defense, not damage, defense, and your durability of your armor as well. I believe that that is what is actually going to come. Now, let's hop in and talk a couple things that I hope are coming to the game. And the first one is the most obvious. I hope that it allows us to either recolor or customize the armor in a little bit of a way. So make it so you look just that much different from all of your friends who are playing the game. Because yes, you have different characters, but who doesn't want to wear koi armor that's like blue instead of orange, right? So if you could find, say, using different things to dye your armor, I think that dyeing armor would be a really cool way for them to mix it up and allow you to do some other things. So that's point number one. Point number two is combining specialty armors together. And what I mean by that is, say like you take the koi armor, the koi helmet. This is a great example. Take the koi helmet and mix it with the bubble helm. If you could take those two pieces of armor and put them together, like the way that they were when they originally brought out the koi armor, when it was originally developed and in testing, the bubble helmet and the koi helmet were one. They had the same perk. It allowed you to breathe underwater and made it so you didn't have to go back up for air nearly as often, as well as the koi greaves and the fin flops. These two together, the fin flops and the koi greaves, were together as well. So that is why I'm saying I think it'd be really cool if you could take those and put them together. Another great example would be taking like the aphid slippers and slapping them onto the roly-poly legs, right? There's no reason you cannot put this pair of slippers together with a pair of roly-poly roly-poly leggings. It only makes sense. You know, you're not actually wearing shoes when wearing the roly-poly gear, so it'd be really cool to see something like that get integrated where you can combine specialty armor sets. Another thing that I think would be really, really cool is if you could actually combine the pieces of armor, the general pieces of armor. Say you combined a ladybug faceplate with, I don't know, a roly-poly helmet, right? So not only did you get the blocking strength from the ladybug faceplate, but you also got the block stun that comes from the roly-poly helmet, and they look cool because you put them both together. So it allows you to combine the pieces of armor, gives you a different look once again, further boosting customization for your character, further boosting customization and roundabout feel of, you know, this is my game, I own it, and this is what my character looks like and how they play. Yes, it may be hard to do it because you'd have to gather up different things and it would increase resource costs for repairing and all of that. But to me, I think that would be really, really cool if we're able to start combining pieces of armor together to get further out stats. And the last thing that I think would be absolutely fantastic if they were to go through and do is make it so you can actually take and change this special perk on your weapon or your armor. For instance, like with the ladybug faceplate. Speaking just went out the window there for a second. Taking the ladybug faceplate and the ladybug armor as a whole. Scarlet Embrace used to heal you constantly whenever you were wearing it. Now it heals you randomly on block, or on hits. So to me, it's like, okay, well, if we could take that ladybug Scarlet Embrace perk and change it back somehow, so adjust the overall main perk that you get for wearing a set bonus, okay? I think that that would be one of the cooler things that you could do in the game. And finally, a last little tidbit for all of you who watched all the way to the end. The last thing that I'm hoping that they do is make it so they give us some sort of Milk Molar upgrade that allows you to get the set bonuses from armor from only wearing 2 pieces all the way down to only wearing 1 piece. So it really would boost your ability to say where, okay, I'm going to wear this roly-poly helmet so that way I can get the uncrackable perk, or the perk that comes with that one. Or maybe you do want the uncrackable perk that comes with the acorn faceplate, or what have you. All the different perks that come with each of the armor sets for their set bonus. Okay, I'm hoping that you can get all of those at the end as a combined conglomerate where you can go, okay, I'm going to wear one of each of these and get the set bonus and make me that much of a more powerful force in the backyard, because we have some crazy hard things that are coming. We're coming into the home stretch of the end of the game in Grounded, which is going to be really, really cool. And we're going to be getting some crazy cool bosses, some new weapons, some new bugs, finishing out the story, and all sorts of other cool things that are going to be happening within the next 8 months here while we're finishing out Grounded, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to take this journey with all of you guys. But thank you all so much for watching this video. If you guys liked it, make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Make sure you guys also leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you could, down in the description there is actually a link to my merch store where you guys can pick up your very own new part of my merch line, the You Are Never Alone merch line. I just came out with it. It's a very near and dear piece of merch to my heart. It's supporting a huge cause, which is the anxiety disorder that I currently suffer from. So thank you all so much for going and checking that out as well. And as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one. Say bye, Pete.